Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today with more Nomad of Nowhere, you guys. I've been having a lot of fun with the show, and last time was a lot of fun as well. It was a short episode, but they really make the most of the time that they have on the show, and I got a lot out of it. So I will briefly get into how I felt about the last episode, but first I just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, so we had kind of a, big top circus kind of thing going last time, which was fun. It was kind of a different aesthetic to kind of throw in to this whole show, and you know, honestly, one of my big takeaways from it was honestly just kind of the importance of teamwork, because even though it was in a direction we didn't want, if they had used teamwork and they hadn't all fought amongst themselves, they probably would have gotten it done and captured the Nomad. And I'm glad they didn't. And one thing, too, that it kind of pointed out to me is that the really unfortunate kind of perception of the Nomad that's in, popular, I guess, media of that time, if you want to call it media, or just popular culture, I guess, because there's really not media as we know it in this time. But yeah, the way he's perceived as this horrible dark wizard and everything, you could see the public perception is very, very, very negative, and it was so sad. Oh my god, it was so sad to watch him see that and have to deal with that. I felt so bad for him. And even Scout, Scout doesn't necessarily agree with everything that is being done, but she still has a job to do, and she's still hey, halt, we will capture you, even if she doesn't, even if she can kind of see what others are not seeing, he's really not all that bad. But yeah, fortunately, they could not get their act together fast enough to capture him, so I was glad about that. And we also had lizards. The lizards were great. So yeah, it all just kind of worked out in the end somewhat, but I mean, clearly, the Nomad is still at large and has to be on the run from everyone, pretty much everyone, not just our crew, but everyone wants everyone wants to be able to capture him, so that's not good. But yeah, guys, I'm excited to see after this episode, we're about halfway through, or I guess after the next one, we'd be halfway through the series, because I know it's 12 episodes, and this is episode 5. It is another short one. It is another 10-minute one. I'm excited to see it. What do you say we go ahead and jump right in to the next episode of Nomad of Nowhere? Let's go. Nomad of Nowhere. That is what we are watching. Oh no! Ow!
Whoa, easy there, friend. You look scared half to death, and I'd know. What seems to be troubling you?
Is it someone who deals with a dad? Oh, that's what's troubling. Yep. That would be troublesome.
Hello!
Scout, please. You, Undertaker. We're in pursuit of a
He's an
dangerous
Undertaker.
criminal. Have you seen anyone of questionable demeanor?
Well, that
No.
certainly sounds troublesome. What, pray tell, makes this criminal of yours so dangerous?
It's
That
the
voice
Nomad
sounds really
of
familiar.
Nowhere, the only fella with bona fide magic.
Scout! All that matters
It's
is that we're
TMI.
looking for him. Now, have you seen him?
I sure have, ma'am. He ran off that way.
He went
Well,
that
come
way.
on, Toth. You heard
Thank
the
you,
man.
Undertaker.
Let's cut dirt. Thank you, sir. See, you can always count on the kindness of strangers.
Well, the Nomad can.
They're gone. You know, I find it rather unfair of people to judge one another. If you really are a criminal, then your judgment will come after you've left this corporeal world behind. I'm trying to say you're
Cheery.
safe with me. Now, I really love this side of nowhere. It's wonderful for business, but trouble for you. Tell you
Hey.
what, I can take you across the treacherous part
Unsettling.
of the desert so you can continue on your merry way. How's that sound?
Cool.
Make yourself comfortable, friend. It's a bumpy ride.
Oh dear. In a coffin. In a
Come on
coffin.
out, partner.
It's probably fairly cool in the coffin. I would hope. Perhaps without the sun being. Ah! Oh no! I thought we could rely on the kindness of strangers. Ew. That like makes it 10 times
Nomad
worse.
of Nowhere. Unbelievable. Now, I'm not sure what those dandelions would have done to you, but I promise you're safe with me. Isn't that right, Clarence?
Yeah, super
There's
safe.
no
Please
use in
struggle.
struggling. Those handcuffs are of my own design. Only
Handcuffs.
open with my skeleton key. Pardon my
I see what
wordplay.
you're doing
I've
here.
never had a live audience. Oh, I've done it again.
This is what Yang would be like as an undertaker.
Now, handcuffing you up to the wall
Or maybe
like that
Ty.
might seem inhospitable, but I didn't want you taking off on me before I had the chance to talk. I've heard you can do some amazing things that have piqued my professional curiosity.
and I mean, kind of interesting that he could bring things to life.
Fascinating, simply fascinating.
And yet we're dealing
So
with someone who deals
curious,
with
this
death.
ability to conjure life out of nothing.
He's
Is
fascinated
this
by it.
life? Is it truly? Does it have a soul, free will, or are these critters of yours simply slaves, animated only to do your bidding? No, are they intelligent? And to what measure? Are they
I mean-
extensions of you, their master? Quick, what's the square root of 9?
He's like,
So, there are certain limitations. That's no good. No good at all. How could... What's that, Clarence? That is peculiar.
See, the fact
Why
that
did
Clarence
you
is
bring the
talking is
music box to
worrisome.
life and not the key? Why don't you try it again?
to build trust. Oh wait, is it cause
Would
it's
you
part
look
of a
at
person?
that? Don't you see? The skeleton
It's
key,
part of a
like
person.
your restraint, is made of bone, dead material. You can't bring life back to that where it is left.
Oh,
It seems your
okay.
magic has to go somewhere.
So it goes into
I take it
inanimate
you know that.
objects.
That's all right.
He's
We're
learning.
both learning new things. It's certainly
You're very
fascinating,
scary.
though it is a tough break for Clarence. But that's to be expected. No one in Nowhere can perform necromancy anymore. Although we might be able to change that.
I don't like the way you said that. You know, I'm really getting the idea that we're not very safe here. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna play an ad, dang it. He's like, get the key. I'll skip the ad for you, don't worry. It is a Disney ad though, which is fun.
Hulu and ESPN Plus.
Gets pushed,
You know
yeah.
what this is?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just chilling.
Only the Yadala still harp on about the old days, before El
Yadala?
Rey, before the magic disappeared. Lo and behold, they're right. And this book is proof. The problem is, I can't understand most of it. And even if I could, I'm not familiar enough with magic to do anything meaningful.
I don't think the
You
Nomad
could
knows
learn.
anything about
Imagine
magic.
what the dead could tell us if we were to bring them back. It would be irresponsible of us not to pursue such queries. Don't you agree?
This is you're messing with things.
No?
You're messing
But
with.
You have this blessing. You can do so much. Expand your powers so
He
much.
wasn't talking to you.
Instead of playing stupid games.
Oh no, he knew the whole time.
Bringing
Oh, he
innovation to these
oh,
useless trinkets does
that's
them no
he killed
good.
it. He
What's
killed
the point of
it.
all? Why do you?
Oh,
What
he's
is it? You're upset
scared.
over this? Why?
He's
Do you
sad.
feel responsible for them? Do you feel the need to protect them? Then why bring them to life in the first place? Unless
That's just what he
they're
does.
here to protect you. Good question, Clarence. What does make him so special? What does he have inside him the rest of us don't?
No, don't. I don't want anything done with his
Find out.
insides. No, no. Mm-mm. If that Scout and Toth, I'm gonna be so happy that they are just relentless in their pursuit. Oh, oh no, it's not. Okay.
Why, hello
Awesome.
there, friend. How can I help you?
Friend's dead.
Friends
Begging your
then.
pardon?
Old partner here took a flurry of arrows out there on the hunt for that old nomad.
I'm grateful for the
Shame.
business, friend, but
You can call me Big Jim.
He's got the name tag that says Big Jim.
But you see, I am rather particular.
Thanks for understanding during these trying times.
At very trying times. Oh, sad. He killed it. He killed the little pocket watch. He just crushed it. Oh, good job. He's like, I'm on it, sir.
Which is a tombstone.
Medium
He charged
Steven.
by the word of the letter on that. Not sure if he'd be happy with Medium Steve.
I'm sure we
Medium
can accommodate
Steve.
whatever you can afford, sir.
That nomad sure is a wild
Oh,
one.
'cause
Heard
they
he done
jabbed
made some
Medium
fella
Steve.
punch himself half to death with his own fist. That's dark magic for you.
How tragic.
You ain't
He's
happen
like,
to
tell
see
me
them
more.
anywhere?
I have not. I can't say the company I keep is very lively. You see, that was a bit of wordplay because they're corpses.
No, I understood. I just find that offensive and unprofessional.
Oh, he understood. He just did not care for it.
What was what?
I thought you said you was all alone out here.
Please, sir, there's no need.
Somebody's here.
Oh, and there's the key. We have to get up to it. Come on, little music box thingy. You could do it. You could do it. Some interesting questions raised, though, about, like, how alive are they? Do they have souls, feelings, etc., etc.?
Huh.
Huh. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Professional.
Very highly unprofessional. Oh, and he's killing him. Okay, this person's not all right. This person's not all right. Like, I don't know, like, he killed the pocket watch, which was bad enough. Now he's, like, killing a person. So yeah, heck yes. Oh, he does care about them. I mean, if the pocket watch was alive, then that's killing too.
There's still so much you don't understand. Like how I'm trying to help you. I'm the key to unlocking your true power. These
No,
bounty hunters
we don't
are
want
the
your help.
least of your worries. Once people know what you can do, there'll be no place for you to run. If you leave now, things will only get worse for you.
It's like, I'll take my chances. Oh, yeah. He's like, you wound me up. See, he's not the only one who could do wordplay. No! Music box friend! No!
You are gonna show me your magic.
Oh, you're done. He's like, oh, I will show you my magic, sir. Did he just, big old grandfather clock. Oh, and some bottles of something. Oh, and the table. We got some heavier objects. See, now he knows he could do the mill now. So he could do heavy wooden objects.
Please, I don't want to die.
He doesn't. He's so sad. And now they're all inanimate again. Oh, can we fix the music box though? I mean, he can't bring life to something that has no more life. So if he's brought it to life, then he can't bring it back to life if it's killed. Okay.
Please, I have so many more questions. What did you do? Where have they gone? Are they still here?
These are all fair questions.
Where you going?
However,
Don't leave
you
me
are
with them.
not okay. He's gonna take the book because he's like, it's safer with me than it is with this person.
Hey! The nomad was here. He was here, I tell you.
Oh dang! Run, sweetheart, run. He's like, maybe I'll learn some. Oh, he's gonna bury it. Yeah, we don't. Oh, he's gonna bury his friend and the book. No one. So he doesn't.
He was here last night. I swear it.
I called dibs. That money's mine.
I don't know why that was funny, just the way he said it. But he might do magic, but he doesn't think that people should be trying to use it in that way for power. Oh, and they're gonna play the little guys. They're playing the music box.
We actually have a lot more animation content coming.
So sad.
RVB and Ruby on it.
So sad. Oh yay, RVB and Ruby. Love mentions of some other shows that I love. Oh, you guys, that was really good. Really, really sad because, I mean, I hadn't really stopped to think about specifically how his magic works. Like, how is he animating these objects? Are they alive in the way that we think about life? Do they have, like, clearly I think they have, like, some semblance of personality, but, like, is it just an extension of him? Is it an individual now that you've brought to life? Interesting philosophical points brought up about, like, if you really care about them, why bring them to life in the first place? But like, I don't think there's anything super intentional about what he's doing. He does this, the magic has to go somewhere. We know it can't go to something that's already dead. I thought perhaps that anything organic couldn't be induced with magic, I guess. And that's why it didn't work on the bones. But I guess it's just because they're dead, like dead tissue of any kind. So that's why he couldn't bring back the music box, like just glue it back together and do it again, I guess. Like once it had life and then it was killed, then it's dead. Is that? I don't know. I honestly don't know the details of that. And I think it was interesting of them to kind of bring up some of the philosophical and moral implications of like how this works, and even just like physical details of how it works. I had not really given a lot of thought to it, to be honest, but and I don't think that the Nomad had either. It's just a thing you can do. Like, do you give thought to the fact that you could like snap your fingers, you know, or you know, so I don't know specifically the backstory of the Nomad, but it clearly seems he has no malicious intent. He has no desire for power. He doesn't have a lot of understanding of any of his own powers. And he really is not an advocate of dark magic. Like, everyone's calling this dark magic, dark magic. I think it's just like magic, but they've gotten away with kind of persecuting him and being after him by calling it dark magic, perhaps. Or maybe it is dark magic. He's not using it in a way that's evil. But it's clear to me that he has no, he really has like no higher agenda or even understanding of what it is that he's doing. He seems to have a very good heart, a strong desire for companionship, and that's about it. I'm not seeing a lot of other, you know, he's not a powerful, all-knowing witch of some kind. He's not a, I really would love to know how, like, was he born with these powers? Did he get them somehow? Like, what is the Nomad story? Because I think that would shed a lot of light into like why he doesn't really understand what he can do. I don't know. There's just like a lot of questions, and some of those questions that the Undertaker was asking were fair. It's just I think that maybe a long period of time with no interaction with anyone except for skeletons, perhaps, was not very kind to the mental state of the Undertaker. And also just desire for power, because he's like, I see the Nomad. So if you have magic and I have some spells I want to look into, then maybe we could help each other out, or maybe I will just by force make you help me. And so thankfully he got away. But interesting. So like each episode we learn a little bit more about the Nomad. We learn a little bit more about just kind of the world and the perception and the understanding of magic. And that right there told me everything. The fact that he would bury his friend that he brought to life and also bury the spell book because nobody should have any, you know. I thought maybe he'd read it trying to get an understanding of like, he really does not seem to have a good understanding of like what it is that he does. But no, nobody should have access to that kind of power is what I took from that. Very interesting, you guys. I'll be very, very, very curious to see where this is all going. I do know, like, we don't get full resolution at the end, but even just getting more info along the way is really nice. And, you know, who knows? Maybe someday they'll bring it back. If there's enough, popular demand, perhaps maybe they'll bring it back and do another season of it. So, all right, guys, that was like really good, really informative, and also really sad at the same time. The music box, the pocket watch. As someone who loves like little, like chibi kawaii characters, and it could be like an animal, it could be a food, it could be like just an inanimate object with a cute little face. I gotta say, this really hits me where I live to see these like little animated creatures being hurt, and it hits him where he lives too, apparently. All right, guys, so that was great. I can't wait to know more. I mean, it really makes me wonder, like, what even like the Nomad, like, we're assuming that the Nomad is like a person who's just been like, what if the Nomad himself is just like an animated, you know, object That might be a little bit of a stretch, but I don't really know. We don't really know. But all right, guys, that was great. I can't wait to know more. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.